call me YM the supervillain. Or at least that's what I wish they would call me. Welcome to another video of Othello by Corey_Toombs. I almost forgot his name, which would have been very embarrassing to begin with. Not a huge amount to say. We're just still in the in the first dungeon really. And yeah, we have two characters right now. We have one called Othello, the titular character, if you will. And we have a thief called Peyton, or Patton. I prefer Peyton because I don't want to be reminded of my workmate whose last name is Patton. Without further ado, let's just carry on. I did backtrack a bit just to get to the next place I'm supposed to be. The reason I did this was because I didn't want to get into too many random encounters, and because no one likes watching too many random encounters, you know what I mean? I guess what we have here is a puzzle. I happen to be fairly bad at puzzles, so if I do screw up a lot of times, I apologize. I did that one though. It's a fairly typical block, round stone pebble rock. God damn it! Look, I just came back from work. That's my excuse. So yeah, there wasn't much to that puzzle. I'm guessing that this little passageway wasn't open to begin with. So cool. Whoa, there's a time limit. Well, I am not cool with time limits, dude. Oh, and the map is restart. I don't like that, to be honest. Because I've already solved the puzzle, I don't really see the need for me to have solved that again. Or to solve that again. So, Corey, if you're watching this, I think that's something you should keep in mind. My not so expert opinion on the matter anyway is that you shouldn't have to do the same puzzle twice, especially if you've done it successfully already. Well, yeah, that's how you would do it twice. You know what I mean? I kind of freaked out there because the timer just was like, whoa. So, that's my reasoning for that anyway. Let's see, we have 3. Fairly okay. I got that one. How am I gonna get that treasure chest? I'm not gonna. Nope! Balls! Balls! Don't make me restart. Okay, I mean, let's try and solve this in the meantime anyway, just to make it easy for me the next go. Is it me or is there a bit of lag this time around? I feel like there's a lot of lag. I apologize. This is Windows 8 on the MacBook Pro. What could go wrong? Okay, time's up. Ding! Oh, come on. Don't make me solve the same puzzle again. The good thing, though, is that there don't seem to be any random encounters in this place. Then I really would get mad. Right now, I am not so mad. I'm just like, eh. You know, I'm not a fan of this mechanic, but, you know, it's there. Right. As good a time as any to say if you have any comment or critique, you know where to find me, blah blah blah, IRC, details in description, blah blah blah, Slack, details in description, probably ahead of IRC, because it's so much better than IRC, dudes. It just is. Like, no comparison. Although I do miss IRC at times, I still do try to log in from time to time because I am an OP. This is a fairly simple one. Whoa, time. Made it. It's not a bad little puzzle though. I do like the time element to it, because it takes the whole complicated puzzle thing and just adds steroids, essentially. One thing I just realized is that if I want to get at that... Oh, excellent. Even though I have already... Even though I've taken the rock off the switch, the timer hasn't restarted or anything, so I can just do whatever I want with it, which is nice. I'm assuming this is what I have to do anyway. No? Oh, that was worth a shot. No. I clearly got the wrong idea. Corey, how do I get this chest? It's just there, and I can't do anything about it. Help! Do I have to climb something, or was I on the right track? I don't know. Oh, back to square one. Back to square one. Anyway, this is as good a time as any to talk about the other RPGs I've been playing right now. Tales of Xillia 2 is something that I've been playing on and off for the past couple of weeks. Fairly similar to 1 in a lot of ways. One thing that I do think it improves upon is how the characters actually learn their skills. So before, in Tales of Xillia 1, it basically used what was essentially a knockoff of the Final Fantasy X sphere grid. It was called like the Allium Orb or something like that. Xillia 2 still uses something called the Allium Orb, but no. Xillia 1 used something called the Lithium Orb, I remember now. Xillia 2 uses something called an Allium Orb, which is basically a much better way of learning skills, because every time you gain a certain amount of skills, you don't have to go back into the menu and do all sorts of dumb configuration stuff. So that's always a plus sign. In any game, anything that doesn't really need you to focus on the menus a huge amount is good. Thankfully, this game doesn't require me to look at the menus a huge amount, which is good. I approve. See how I expertly tied in my little rant about Tales of Xillia 2 into this game? I'm just an expert at this kind of thing, I tell you. One thing that I have pointed out in another LP that I'm currently doing, Tales from the Reaper by Boma Briefs, another member of RPGmaker.net, is that I'm starting to use something called the attack metric, and yeah, I'm totally trademarking that, by the way. But what I mean by that is, I'll talk about that later. I did not expect to be in a boss battle. I thought that was a save point. Shit. Not a big deal. I mean, I haven't done a huge amount anyway, so if I do have to restart, so be it. Right. This is interesting. So apparently these special skills involve the use of a certain amount of items to be able to do things. But I don't want to use 5 items to do one little healing spell thing. Or is special another word for items? Or just that you have to use bulk items or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I recognize that sprite as well. It's I think his name was Fun Baba or something from Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, I don't want to say too much about that particular enemy in Final Fantasy VI because I'm pretty sure that's a spoiler, even though it's a fairly old game. Anyway, let's see how we get on with this. So far so good. Wait, where did that goblin come from? I'm pretty sure that goblin was there. Hey, I feel cheated. Did I steal something? I'm pretty sure I did. Did I? I can't see my items though, so I couldn't tell you. That's very interesting. I don't have an item menu, which is probably why I have the special thing. Okay, interesting new mechanic discovered. Othello is the only one who can kind of use items, if you want to call that using items. Using items in bulk, but still using items. That is very interesting. That's a mechanic that even I've used in the past. Actually, not with regards to using items. No, that's different. So yeah, this is quite different. Game plan for this current battle. Literally just get rid of the bandits while I make Othello take care of the Funbaba, or whatever it's called in this one. I'm pretty sure it's not called Funbaba. That's a very, Oh, don't steal gold! Don't do that. That is one thing you totally should not do. Do you think I should heal? Should I try my luck? No, I'm gonna run out of, my attack buff, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and attack as much as I can. It's called a Trolloc, by the way. Thank you. That isn't going to help me very much. Ouch. Pain. That is a lot of gold that I have lost, unfortunately. I definitely can't do any gold toss at this point. Even then, I'm not sure if 500 gil for 500 damage is a great deal, considering how much... Did I call it gil? I meant gold. G. 500 G for 500 damage. I'm not sure. Anyway. I don't know if there's a point in getting rid of that one, because it has quite a lot of HP. I didn't realise. You can... Seriously... You don't have to steal my gold that much, do you? Decisions. I'm pretty sure with one more hit, I will defeat one bandit. I still have the two other ones to worry about. At the same time, yeah, the Trolloc could summon another bandit, and I have no idea if they'll do that or not. But I'd rather not get a game over during the Let's Play, so there's that as well. The Trolloc is clearly my worst enemy. I'll try my luck. The other guys aren't doing a huge amount of damage right now anyway. Yes! Good call. Bad call. I thought I was supposed to heal as well. Shit. Oh, no problem there. I'll just do my thing. No! Would you look at that? No! That was so close as well. Yeah, I wasn't really performing to the best of my ability there, was I? In addition to that, I gotta worry about starting all over again, I believe. Yes, I do, but guess what, player? I'm not gonna bore you. I mean, not player, watcher. I'm not gonna bore you. I'm instead going to do something very neat. Transition. I didn't actually think that I'd be showing the boss battle again, but I just realized that I hadn't actually made use of the crafting system yet. So what I've done is that I had a shitload of ingredients, spelt, it shouldn't be spelled with an E at the end, by the way. Sorry, I'm a spelling nerd. What I did was that I used the available ingredients to make quite a few potions, and a few ethers as well. Did he mean E-T-H-E-R? Anyway, that's what I did. I should be a bit more well prepared. In addition to that, I noticed that Othello's equipment wasn't optimized, so you can see there's quite a bit of difference from what I originally had on, the metal armor, and what I'm currently wearing, the copper armor. I didn't have the metal armor equipped to begin with, so for the battle anyway, for the boss one. So I put that on, and now we'll see how we do. And if I screw up this time, then yeah, I am probably just gonna try again at my own time, and yeah. Anyway, I'm wondering whether there's a point in... No, there's a point in invigorating. I could just throw my money at it, but I don't have enough money, I just realized. And I think I might just aim for the Trolloc the whole time, because he went down fairly quickly. And who knows, maybe this is the type of boss that when you defeat the main guy, everyone else just is defeated as well. Perhaps. You never know. I don't mind if it steals some gold. I wonder if that actually steals my gold though, because it did HP damage. No? Really? No? I knew the copper armor was going to be better, but no, is interesting, dude. Very interesting. See how we get on. Because I think the damage balance might be a bit off. I think it's a bit off. It is very off. No, I'm sorry, but I don't think the goblin should be doing null damage at this point. I do realize I do have a better armor equipped, but that doesn't mean those guys do like 0 damage, because that just takes the difficulty right out. And at this point I can actually probably just try to steal, because... oh, too late for that. No worries. I'm probably not going to go back and steal again. Because a 30% chance isn't great anyway, so... I can pretty comfortably win this now. What a difference that made. A single piece of equipment just destroyed the difficulty in this battle. I was actually going to complain about the number of potions that this thing used, but going back and realizing how much of the components I have to make those potions, how many of those I have, then I think that's actually pretty fair. So in terms of like items, so far this game has been quite fair. Maybe too fair in the case of the armor, but yeah, story for another day. Then again, I mean, I guess you should cut it some slack. It is the beginning boss battle. I mean, it's the first one. But yeah, it's still kind of shock how it went from, oh my god, how am I ever going to win this, to cakewalk. Learned quite a few skills there, always good. Like 5, which is quite interesting. I learned thievery. Excuse me. And I got something else fair and square. I'm sure that's a real achievement for Peyton. Sorry. Ah, you douchebag. You what? My reaction exactly. Okay, where are we moving? I guess there's only one way to find out. Go away. Yeah, so that was quite interesting, wasn't it? That boss battle. I think I've already said all I really need to say about that. I guess though, if I were to add something, it would be that I don't think the Trolloc enemy actually did very much, did it? 1 MP, by the way. That's very interesting. Why don't they have 1 MP? Well, you learn by experimenting, right? Let's try it out, see what happens. In the meantime... 1000 gold! Okay. Okay. 50% chance of stealing is better than 30% chance, but still far from my ideal, which is 100%. But normally I'd be fine with like 75% in anyone else's game. Same with the chance of blinding the enemy. Although I guess it does do damage, so there's that. That does change it a bit. Try it anyway, see if it actually helps. Wait, it's not going to help because they're doing barely any damage. That was very painful as well. That was 648. I'm guessing these are like rage techniques or something. Because my MP hasn't gone back to 1. I thought it'd be one of those systems where you just gradually earn MP as you go on. Within the battle. I guess not. You do regain it at the end of the battle, which is quite interesting. I guess that means that, yeah, it's basically kind of a desperation attack type thing. Did timers come back? Why? Ah. Yeah, again, the puzzle's kind of reset, but now the timer's actually shown up again. Which is, interesting. Still not sure how to get that chest. For now, I'll just assume I wasn't supposed to get it, although I'm sure that's not true. and I'm just being silly. I guess it's the way out, isn't it? Oh. Try slice and dice again? See how much damage I do? Ah! Oh, that was very revealing. So if I do this... Hey! It all makes sense now. Okay, that's a fairly tried and tested technique there as well. Guarding to get MP or SP, whatever it is. I'm basically fine with it. I guess it has its uses in terms of making battles more strategic. So I can kind of see where Corey was going with that. Fair enough, fair play. The only thing I'm thinking is that I think Slice and Dice does way too much damage at this point. Actually, no. No, that was a decent amount of damage. That was 180, so if I compare it to the sword attack... Just guard for now, because I want to experiment. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Although, when you think about it, what's the net benefit? I guess the net benefit would be that you do save some HP in case you're attacked, because I don't want to go into too much mathematics about this, but I just want to briefly show. Slice and Dice did about 180-ish to 200 HP damage to that enemy I just defeated, right? Now that takes 1 MP. I have to guard to get that MP back. Effectively, that means that it's 2 attacks. Although, yeah, so you guard no, you attack and then you guard. So if you attack 2 random enemies, that means that's basically the equivalent of attacking twice. Which would mean that at the end of the day you deal the same amount of damage with 2 normal attacks than you do with 1 Slice and Dice and 1 guard. But with the guard you do earn HP as well. By the way, what just happened? I guess I'm supposed to sneak in at this point? Presumably. Deep, man. Too deep for me. Seem to have found a shortcut. Not a shortcut, a long cut. Oh hey. Oh, that's a neat detail. Using the power that I just got in that little dungeon, I was able to move this rock and get what I assume to be a fairly useful item. Very cool, very cool. I do appreciate. I always appreciate stuff like that. I don't know what a garden is, but I know what a red bandana is. Can I see that again? It said something about... I can only assume that's going to be equipable for a new playable character. And I guess I'm not supposed to be able to go back in there now? Or is there something I'm missing? Nah, I'm not going back to do any sort of farming. I don't think I need to. Ah, it came somewhere from the south. Okay, that's cool. I wish the other god had said that as well. That would have saved me a lot of trouble. Although, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have got that defense up item. You win some, you lose some. No damage again. I'm sorry dude, but you... Corey, if you're watching this, I do think you need to go back and probably decrease the amount of additional defense that copper armor gives, because that thing's way too much. So, what happened? You need to learn HMO1. Excellent. No, I'm pressing S and I can't do anything. Wow, now Othello's pretty much OP at this point, isn't she? Plus 10 more attack. Okay. Oops. And now, more grasslands. And more enemies I kinda recognize from certain games. I think. I'm trying to remember where those sprites are from. I guess it makes thievery does make sense because it does damage as well as has the ability to steal from an enemy. As a result, I should use that at least once per battle. Just my expert opinion there. And I think I got 100G, which is always good. Oh, did you see that? 900 damage. That's insane. Actually insane. Not all women. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Bad joke, I know. I just realized I got some new items, so I should be able to craft some cool shit. Unfortunately, I have no idea how much damage any of these items do. So for example, I'm interested in this yellow blade, but is it actually going to increase the attack of any of my characters or not? I think that's something that chorus should keep in mind. I don't think that's something worth making. I'll try it, right? I'll try it. Worst case scenario, I'll just resume the game. I mean, from where I just saved. Although that didn't use a huge amount in terms of items, did it? The number on the right is the number of that item I actually need. I think. That's why I can still make these yellow blades. Right. I get it now. Would you look at that? 83. That's just ridiculous, man. Unfortunately, still nothing for Peyton. At the moment, it's Othello pretty much carrying the two. And if we see how much damage Othello does now, it's probably going to be a stupid amount. Well, even stupider. So Patton did 143, Peyton even. Nah, it wasn't a huge amount. So I guess in terms of gradual increase, the attack is okay. The attack stat is used well. Yeah, probably. That's not how you spell tingles, but okay. You did indeed. And now you're quite unsure about where you have to go. And you've also run into more random encounters, which are going to take up a lot of time, I believe. And after a while I might just have to skip certain sections of maps if I think they're like too boring or stuff like that. I wonder how hard it is to escape. I mean, will I ever fail to escape? Lots of recipes, lots of things to craft. I can appreciate that. Again, I don't know how much this is going to increase the defense of any of my playable characters. I could go ahead and use a blue shirt to make a black one, because that makes sense. Where did I get that from? Did I make that? No, I don't think I did. I did not, did I? There seems to be a wastebasket there. Don't know if I want to go grab it. Or a picnic basket even. I'd have to hit another random encounter. Okay, actually tell you what, I do have a couple of things I want to do, so I don't want to disappoint anyone, but I'm going to call it quits for now. Thanks again to anyone who's been watching, in particular to Corey for giving me the opportunity to play this game. Just to summarize what we've done, so we kind of more or less finished that dungeon. We went through some puzzles, and we beat a boss, and then we exited, and now we're heading south to find out what the cause of some disturbance is. Good things so far. I like the crafting system. I think it's definitely got potential. I also like the fairly simple but fairly well utilized MP system, whereby you have to guard in order to gain more MP as you use it. So that leads a certain element of strategy to the game, especially because guarding would obviously help in reducing damage as well. So then you do come to cool little questions like, if I do slice and dice and then guard, is that equivalent to sword attack, or is that better? I kind of like making that kind of decisions in games myself, so I do appreciate that little thing. I've already spoken about the crafting system, haven't I? Okay, cool. Now for the stuff that's not so great in this video. Yeah, so the main sticking point for me is that. That is the sticking point for me. And it made a huge amount of difference between whether I could win at all to, oh my god, I could just press attack and steamroll this boss battle. So, Corey, yeah, this is something I do think you should keep in mind going forwards. Always best to check your battle balance in most scenarios if you can. Definitely get other people to go and beta test if you haven't done that already. I'll assume you have though. Honestly, I think most RPG Maker people would get people to beta test before doing wider releases, so maybe just get them to test a bit more. That's all I can really say about that. I'm not being gripped hugely in terms of story. It's really one kind of MacGuffin-esque type thing after another. Early stages yet though, so we'll see how things progress in that regard. But yeah, it's all about seeing how things progress, and until next time, we can only wait to find out. Yellow Magic signing off.